Yeah, so to recap, this is Johnny Billz with
Yes,
us
sir.
here. Let me put you on at
Yes,
the
sir.
Lehigh Valley Hip Hop Mixer at the Steel Stacks Art Quests in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. You already ran through how he knows me personally.
Yes, sir.
You excited to perform today?
Oh, bro, I'm always excited. Like, any chance that I get to hop on a stage and just show people, like, what I be working on, like, I think it's just always a blessing. You know what I mean? Like, the fact that I have that opportunity and people enjoy what I do, like, I just think it's dope. So, yeah, man, I'm always excited.
No, yeah, it's been a good year for you. I feel like.
Yeah, not too shabby, man. I can't complain.
I mean, obviously, come through was huge.
Yeah, that's a big one, bro. That's a big one.
I mean, it's crazy because, like, as you talked about the Brandon beforehand, like, you know, you were showing me unreleased shit years ago in Lisa's kitchen. You know what I mean? Like, we're just sitting there fucking talking about wings and music and playing me unreleased songs. So it's crazy to see, like, it coming to fruition for you.
Thank you.
I mean, it's I think it was only a matter of time.
Yeah.
It feels like yesterday when you started the Bars Are Back freestyles on Facebook.
Yo, yeah,
You know
in the
what I mean?
back
Like,
seat of the whip.
getting this shit ready to go. So I'm happy for you, man. I'm happy
Thank
for you.
you, bro. Thank you. I really appreciate that. For real, for
Yeah,
real.
it's awesome.
Do you mind if I jump in? I feel like you mentioned it, so I wanted to ask, because you said, you know, you love performing and whatnot. Do you remember the first time you ever performed in a crowd?
Yeah, I do actually. The first time I ever performed, I had booked a showcase. I had like paid to get in a showcase in Philly, and strangely enough, I'm pretty sure this was like around the time that Meek Mill had just got released. And we walk over from this spot in Philly, I forget what it's called, but we walk over to go to a smoke shop to get wraps, and there's like this big like black truck all tinted out. And I swear Meek Mill is inside of this smoke shop, bro, buying like this giant hookah, like a $400 hookah with like 6 or 7 hoses. He must have just gotten out, and my brother was like, yo, that's Meek. And I was like, all right, don't react.
Don't react.
Don't just, yo, what's good, Meek? Like, I try to play it cool, but I'm like, yo, like, that nigga just got out. Like, that's crazy. So, yeah, I do remember the first time I performed. That was probably, like, the most memorable moment. Like, beyond the performance, I was like, yo, how did this random just things happen? You know what I mean? But, yeah, bro, it's super dope. Super dope.
Because you started this music shit like a while ago.
Oh,
so,
dude,
like,
10 years, at least 10 years in
I feel
now.
like, I feel
How
like
old are you, my man?
I just turned 29
today. Happy birthday.
Yo,
Thank
happy
you.
birthday,
Thank you.
I was gonna say, I feel like you kind of you went away from it for a little bit. You grew up a little bit.
Yeah, of
had a
course.
kid. You came back to it, and I feel like you kind of became Johnny Billz 2.0 in a way.
Yeah, in a
like
sense.
You kind of evolved a lot.
Of course. You know, when you learn a lot, you know, especially when that time you take off and really focus on yourself, which, you know, I always recommend that people should do that. Like, when you're an artist, I feel like it's so hard to not want to, like, conform to what is hot or what's trendy.
exactly.
And,
Right.
like, you want to, like, because you can't reinvent the wheel, right? But you could always improve the wheel.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what I wanted to be. Like, there's the Firestone and then there's the Pirelli. Like, how do I become something that's better than the generic shit that a lot of people are putting out? So, you know, that gave me a time to just focus on myself and also learn the business. Like, you know, yeah, the music is part of it, but, you know, business is like 80% of it, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
I see you posting that shit all the time about, like, you know, it's the music's one thing, but you have to be willing to put money into marketing and your brand, really, because without that, you can't really.
Yeah, it's everything,
You can't
bro.
really take the next step. You know, unless of course you get a viral TikTok song. I mean, then forget about it.
Which even then, it's like, how do you capitalize on that? It's viral on TikTok. Yeah, you get paid for the views, but how do you translate that into consistent fans, something that you could really make a career out of? You know what I mean? And that's my goal. Is like, I want this to pay the bills. You know what I'm saying? And I want to be able to, yeah, because bills gotta get paid. You feel me? But I want to do that just so I could just, you know, just be an inspiration to people. Like, yo, your dream could be what could be your bread and butter. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, I feel like, I don't want to say they sell their souls for $1, but a lot of people are miserable doing what they're doing because it pays the bills. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be part of that percentage.
You know, so what's next, man? I know you were teasing a project earlier in the year.
Yeah.
Obviously, you probably got pushed back a little bit because.
Yeah, for sure.
You still plan on dropping?
Yeah,
2022,
definitely.
Or?
I got music in the tuck for days. Like, it's just a matter of marketing, rollout, doing it the right way. I do have a project. It's untitled. I got like 2 names that I've narrowed down to, but I kind of want it to feel organic. Like, I want it to just be like, yeah, that's definitely it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, definitely dropping a project this year. More single, new music video coming out soon. You know, just it's coming, bro. Matter of time. You know what I'm saying? It's all in the tuck. It's just a matter of planning and doing it the right way. I got a lot of moves that are going on right now. Like I'm in this contest for the R&R Cup.
Yeah, I see that shit. I hope you win that shit, man.
Yo,
awesome.
bro, I really hope I'm in the top 64. So out of over like 3,000 artists, it's been narrowed down. I'm in the top 64 right now. So
that is like it's over time, right? Because I see like you said next. He said I think the guy said like next month.
Yeah, November. So November is going to be the top 64 bracket. Right now, he's narrowing the 512 out to 64.
Yeah,
and they're doing like NCAA style type bracket, like artist versus artist, song versus song.
Right.
And then it narrows down to 2, and those 2 move on. So yeah, bro, I'm in the top 64 now. I'm really trying to lock that in because, bro, that comes to like a distribution deal. Like that's a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I saw that TikTok with Shaq and shit.
Yeah, TikTok with Shaq, distribution, 10K cash, and then they put your song in Fortnite. So yeah, so like that would be so fire. You know what
song
I mean?
would you choose?
Ooh, I don't know. I would obviously pick something that's a little more family friendly for the sake of the fact that I know like my son's 4 and plays Fortnite.
Yeah, right.
So you know, I would probably go with like maybe like a Gombe or something like that, just catchy but like still a vibe. Like said I'm feeling you fine, you know what I mean? And then you just pop out, ba-bam, boom, double shotgun. I just eliminated you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
can I ask a question real quick? Because you know, Troy's talking to his best friend over here. Troy's not gonna give me the chance real quick, so I gotta bump in. But so you know, after listening, I knew I knew you.
That's my man. It's $100,000 though.
I'll watch the Dolphins game. Don't mind me. I'll just peek down here.
After listening to your music, man, like you spit bars, but also you have different vibes. I feel like maybe more R&B vibes. Like you can switch it up, versatile, which is what you want in an artist. But do you consider yourself, you know, a rapper, or this or that, or do you just consider yourself like an artist? You not try to stay.
Yeah, like I don't want to really narrow myself. Like I feel like it also for me the way I make music is like I go beat shopping and I hunt down beats that really like kind of speak to me, like. And then I just kind of create the vibe that's needed, that's the Johnny Billz vibe that is needed for that situation. So it's like, yeah, if you want me to spit bars, like, of course, I could do that. But like, for me, the music that I try to curate, I try to make it so that it's a little bit more universal. I don't want to kind of put myself in one box, but I also don't want to let people think that, oh, he's just this. You know what I'm saying? I want to be able to be like, oh, okay, cool, yeah, I can do that. Oh, how about if I sprinkle a little bit of this on there? You know what I'm saying? So I think what I make, you know, it ends up having traditional ingredients, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to hip-hop. So you're going to have your bars, you're going to have your cadences, your different structures, your different flows, and rhyme
your
schemes.
hooks are dirty, too.
Dude, that was honestly one thing I sucked at. Like, when I first started making music, like, I remember writing bars when I was, like, 12 or 13 years old, and I was just rapping. No hook structure. Like, I was on YouTube finding instrumentals, and I was just writing bars. And then I didn't realize, yo, you're not going to make it just writing bars.
Right.
Like, you can't make a song, you know what I mean, unless... you know, you somehow Sway just hears you rapping and is like, I need you on the show every day or something. I don't know.
It's like,
but just bars, I feel like limits you. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
for sure.
I would just define you as an artist because, like, again, I don't think you play in one box. I remember seeing you do like an Instagram video talk about your process of doing like hooks, like, you know, you find a beat and you kind of just like almost hum.
Yeah, now I'm a melodic. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And that's what's in right now. You hear a lot of artists and it's like, you know, people want something that, you know, essentially the hook, it's the most repeated part of the song.
Right.
So structurally, that one needs a lot of focus. I had to learn that over a 10-year span. Like, I didn't start focusing on hooks until I was like 18 or 19.
Yeah.
And now they're like, even when I listen to things that where I first started the melodic stuff, like I have a song on my YouTube called Dive In It. That one's like 5 or 6 years old. Yeah. And even hearing that, I'm like, I was almost there. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Very young Johnny. Very young Johnny.
Yes, exactly. So
we're going to hold you for long because obviously you got a lot going on here today.
Yeah, no worries.
Can I jump in real quick?
Yes,
on that?
please. Continue.
Go ahead. No, if you have something related to that.
I just want to say real quick, like, we definitely want you for a real interview too.
Yeah, please. Whenever. You already know, man.
Sit down,
I'm always
quiet. We can actually talk and really chop it up. Go ahead.
But just because, like, I know the ear of a listener is obviously different than an ear of a creator, right?
Of course,
so, like,
of course.
that,
We're our toughest critic.
That fascinates me, how you were just saying how you weren't good at hooks and whatnot. So what, was it just constant repetition and trial and error that you got
Oh my
to where
goodness.
you are?
Yeah,
how
like
do
bro, like you kind of start off, it's just like anything, like any experiment where you start off small with a small group of people, like you start letting letting people like Troy or, Lisa or anybody like, yo, check out the song.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they start giving feedback. And then obviously you being your toughest critic, like when it's your own and it's like your own little creation, you are like the worst. Like, dude, there's songs that I've just scrapped, don't have finished, didn't release.
Right.
She asks me about them years later, like, yo, are you ever gonna release that? That was a pretty good song. And I'm like, pretty good's not good enough. Like, I'm the worst with it. So yeah, bro, it's so different. And then, like, you take into consideration how many different ears are potentially going to listen to it. And you're like, I want to make music that even if it's not your cup of tea, like, you're just like, yo, overall, though, the quality of that is structurally good. Like, that thing's got my ear ringing. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's what I really look for. I look for something that's sonically well composed, if that makes sense. So like I want it to appeal, but it's like not forced. It's me. Like I want it to come off natural. Like so it's just me, but in a way that I feel like is easy to deliver to people. So but still has those traditional ingredients. Like if you're a hip hop head and you just like bars, even if you listen to any of my catchy shit, you're still gonna get the bars. You're gonna be like, yo, like I don't really like that shit for the women, but that nigga can spit.
Yeah,
you know what I
right.
mean? Like, or if you like catchy shit and like maybe bars and shit aren't your thing, you're still gonna be able to hum my song. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of something that's just like a dish that whatever palate you have, it's still gonna appeal to some type of spot on your palate. You know what I mean?
was dope. Quentin has to make a clip of that right there. That was dope.
Thank you.
Well said.
What do you listen to these days?
What have I been listening to?
What's on Johnny Bill's playlist right now? Besides yourself.
Roddy Ricch, Ballin'.
Nice.
It's like my son's favorite song right now. Like he literally be in the backseat like, I can get racks in the morning. Like my son be chilling, like bumping to that super hard. I've been listening to Armani White, HD Been Dope. That's honestly because of y'all recommendations, honestly.
HB, he's so good, dude. I love HB Been Dope.
Who else is on my playlist lately? Besides myself, I mean, dude, it's either that or I'm doing a lot of beat shopping. And then, yeah, bro, just writing music. That's pretty much what I be doing, bro. If I'm not listening to music, I'm writing it. And but yeah, Roddy Ricch is definitely he's at the top of my playlist right now. I haven't listened to the Baby's new drop. The Baby, what is it?
Baby 2, Baby Talk,
yeah,
something.
Yeah, something like that.
Baby to
Baby 2. I think it is. Yeah,
Something like
I read the Meg Thee Stallion jab that he threw in there, and then I listened to that song.
Everybody was that was at Meg, man. Leave poor Meg alone.
I know,
She was
She was a She-Hulk twerking and shit. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, this
Allegedly.
motherfucker's looking at the Dolphins game
I
while
can't
talking
help
to
it.
me
I'm
right
sorry.
now.
Sorry.
He's like,
Die-hard
yeah.
fan. I have a Dolphins hat.
Yeah, I know. It was in the come-through video.
Yeah, of course. I have to.
You have a team?
And I bought it in Florida.
He's an Eagles fan.
I'm an Eagles fan for sure. Yeah, what are we 2-0 right now? I think.
Yeah, they're pretty good. All right.
Yeah, we're doing all right. I can't
Yeah,
complain.
all right,
I can't
all
complain.
right.
Can't
But look,
complain.
man, I think you're super talented.
Thank you.
I think you're a good dude. I know you personally, so I'm maybe a little biased, but I wish you nothing but the best this year, next year, going for you and your whole season E team, man. I see y'all taking over, man. Like Eric Rose and all them. I hope. I wish the best
shout
for all
out
you guys.
CCE, bro.
So
And plug your Instagram, your TikTok. He be posting.
Oh yeah, y'all already know the
Fire.
vibes. Like it's your boy Billzy. If y'all looking to tap in with me, follow me at Johnny_Billz. I believe that's both IG and Instagram. Yeah, Johnny_Billz. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll see the link in my bio that's got everywhere you can find me: Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, YouTube, SoundCloud, anywhere. You know what I'm saying? It's Billzy season.
And if you came to this interview for Johnny, follow us, man. Follow
Oh
us.
yeah, definitely tap in with Let Me Put You On
Yeah.
for the hottest up and coming artists, underground music. If this is the place to find it, you're.
We appreciate that. We appreciate
Hey,
it.
my God. I can't wait for your performance, bro.
Yo, thank y'all for coming out,
Facts.
man. And shout out to everybody tuned in. Make sure y'all subscribe, you heard?
Yeah, we got to get a picture.